Pack up the bags, let's hit the road, my dear. Yeah. Cruising through the fields where the air is clear. Windows down, breeze in the night. Come on. Country roads and the stars shining bright. Let's go on a road trip, just you and me. Oh yeah. In the land where the heart runs free.
Good morning. I posted a couple hours ago. I was not going to do a live because it was only 15 degrees outside. But then I realized I'm out of cat food. I totally forgot to get cat food yesterday. So I will be going to Walmart. And this is such a weird snow. I wanted to show it to you. I took a picture of the trees and I'll post it later, but it was very, very foggy here last night before it started to snow. And even this morning when I woke up, and everything, even like the fence rails, they have this weird, it almost reminds me of like when you take those little magnetic shavings, how they look. It's just really pretty. And the lock that was on the classroom door, it just had this stuff hanging off, and it is so pretty. The roads are fine. Whoops. Probably would help if I put my seatbelt on. I had to run in the classroom and get coffee. I was just so busy yesterday. All these things slipped my mind. So I know we did get a little snow. But I think most of this is like the fog that froze. So I have another, I don't even know what you call it. It's like it's kind of like a dresser. But it's not a dresser. Look at the fence. Can you see the fence? How everything is just attached to the fence. I think what happened was the fog froze on it. So anyway, it's like it has 6 cubby holes in it, and then you put those cloth drawers into it. And I had to get another one for the classroom for the candles and the soap stuff. So I'm going to put that together today. I think other than that, I'm just going to be a bum. Just to make sure the horses have a lot of hay all day. It's not even supposed to get warm until tomorrow afternoon. And after I say goodbye on this video, I'm just going to let it run for about a minute because I want to see how much Facebook actually cuts off when I download it. Now I know already when I download it, there's like every so many seconds there's like a black spot, like the video's just gone, but the audio is still there. So like I said, it's hard to edit that. And I mean, it's only kind of like a split second, so it's not that big of a deal, but it really irritates me. So I'm gonna let after I say goodbye, I'm gonna let, look how beautiful. After I say goodbye, I'm just gonna let the video continue for a while before I finish it, to see how much they actually cut off. I'm glad the roads are okay. They're noisy, but they're dry. All this stuff on the right side of the road are weeds, and they just look so pretty. When I get back home, I'm going to try to take some close-up pictures, and I'll post them under this video so that you can see what I'm talking about, like the little magnet shavings. I guess it would be the kind of stuff in an Etch-a-Sketch. I wonder if kids still play with Etch-a-Sketches. I know they still sell them. They sell the little tiny travel ones. How many people remember spending hours and hours to get the whole screen cleared on their Etch-a-Sketch? I did that. The sun was not out this morning when I got up. I posted a picture when I said I wasn't doing a live today. It was just so dark and gray and 15 degrees and I don't know what I like better, when the fog freezes on the trees, or back in Chicago when there's like a rainstorm, an ice storm, and the trees look like glass. I miss that. I don't miss the ice storms. I just miss the way the trees looked. I do not miss my nostrils sticking together. That is a pro for Colorado. Not that we need any more people to move here. I think we're overflowing at the seams right now. I bet you in at least 100 years this is going to be gone. It's going to be house after house after house after apartment building. And you'll probably never see anything like this again. definitely a good day to be inside watching football, wrapped in a blanket with a cup of hot chocolate. I have never in my life been to a football game. And honestly, I don't know why I would want to. I mean, I know the diehard, like, Bronco fans. They go to the games. But I would rather sit curled up in a blanket and watch it on TV and see it up close. I mean, come on, if you're at Mile High Stadium and you get stuck way at the top, first of all, the higher you go, the colder it's going to be. And second, the farther away you go, the smaller the players look. So, and you probably can't even tell what the football is. I don't mind going to baseball games. Well, going to baseball games to get a $7 hot dog and an $11 cup of beer. Ridiculous. I see some people on and I don't have my reading glasses on, so I cannot tell who's on, but hi. Look at all these weeds, how pretty. I came outside this morning to I gave the girls a whole bale to last all day if they need it. Because for those of you that don't know, horses, well, anybody, because I noticed it myself, like when I'm done eating, I get a hot flash. But that's how horses stay warm, and they're able to be out in weather up to 40 below they can handle without a blanket. People have to be very, very careful when they blanket their horses. You cannot put a blanket on when they're wet. And if they get too hot and start to sweat, you're going to end up with a horse with pneumonia. I also have a cartoon that I usually post in the winter. I'll post that today too after I get back. One horse is looking at another horse, and the other horse has like 5 blankets on him. And the unblanketed horse says to him, "Why does your human put so many blankets on you?" And the poor horse with the blankets on says, "Because they're cold." It's hard to know. You know, I mean, I remember having babies, and you might be cold, but doesn't mean that they're freezing. And I'm different because I have no meat on my bones. Right now I have on my snow pants and a sweater and a t-shirt and my winter coat and my hoodie. But there's men that I know with meat on their bones, and they can walk outside with shorts and it doesn't bother them. They're not cold at all. All right, this would be a beautiful morning to see some deer, but I think we're a little late. It's already after 11. I don't know if any of you have seen it, but this road used to be dirt. And this is where I took that video of the turkeys crossing the road down there. And the tom turkey was in the middle of the road with his tail up like he was a crossing guard. Just making sure all those ladies got across the road. And the speed limit here is 25 because there's so many turkeys and deer. Does anybody do 25? No. I guess that's just a suggested speed, even though the sign says so. I sound like I'm in a mood today. I'm getting ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow's Take a Walk With Me is gonna be fun. And I'm thinking 9 a.m. I'm eventually going to, like if I get up earlier and feed the animals, that's okay. We'll still take a walk. I just won't let the chickens out until we take a walk so we can play as Oscar out first. And I'm always going to do now these are going to be Colorado rules of the road, but I'm pretty sure that, you know, almost anywhere you go, the laws are pretty much the same as far as driving goes. But every day I want to throw a rule of the road out there because, you know, people don't read. I could not picture anybody saying, I wonder if I could do this. Let me look it up in the rule of the road book. No deer today, I'm sorry. But that was pretty cool the other day when I went to get chicken feed. Or no, I was getting the pallets when we saw all the antelope. That was the first wildlife that I saw when I moved out here, because we had moved into a house in Parker, and out our backyard was open space. And I remember it was like day 2, and I looked out the dining room window and there were 3 antelope just hopping across the grass. It was so pretty. Okay, so I'm going to say goodbye now before I get to Walmart. And I'm just going to let it run because I want to see how many minutes of my video Facebook is cutting off. If you guys are in Colorado today, stay warm. If you're not in Colorado today and you're in, like, I don't know, Florida, have a nice time on the beach. I couldn't handle Florida, so anyway. So I will see you all in the morning, 9 a.m. Mountain Time. And you all have a wonderful day.
Driving down the road with the mountains inside, dusty trails under the moonlight. Radio's playing that country sound. We're lost at the rhythm, adventure bound. See you next time on the winding track. Hit the dirt, but we'll always come back. Good friends, laughter, stories untold. Another trip on the road where the tales unfold.